Hi guys, it's John Johnston. Now just a video on some exercise and food tips for over the Christmas period. I'm going to call it 12 days of Christmas, but as you'll realise there's only 2 days to go. But hey, better late than never. Number one, make sure you enjoy it. The Christmas period as a whole, make sure you enjoy it. It's a time that you'll have all your family together, all your friends together and that won't happen often over the next calendar year. You always get people that seem to be working all the time, like myself, or you always get people that will pull out for whatever reason. But Christmas is just a time where there's very, very few excuses people can give, so you'll find that all your closest family and friends are together. So make sure you enjoy that. Make sure you have as much fun and as much laughter as possible. That's day number one, enjoy. Day number two, talk to yourself. I've talked to myself for years because I find when I talk to myself, it's the only person that I find speaks sense to me. Tells me what I want to hear. But when I'm telling yourselves to talk to yourself, what I'm basically meaning is when you go into a situation, just realise that you can be in charge, you can be in control. So if you want to go out and get punch drunk, or if you want to go into a situation and not drink, just tell yourself that. So when you wake up, say it's Christmas morning and you don't want to drink, just wake up on Christmas morning and say, right, I don't want to drink because of X, Y, Z. I want to have 2 wines because of X, Y, Z. I want to get punch drunk because of X, Y, Z. So when you go into that situation, your mind is already turned on, it's switched on to the situation. So your mind will see it as important that you want to get punch drunk, or important that you don't want to drink. So talk to yourself. Every situation, just talk yourself through this situation. Is what I'm about to do going to take me to where I want to go or whatnot? So that's talk to yourself. Day number 3, understand your actions. If you want to go and eat in excess, you want to go and drink in excess and all that kind of stuff over Christmas, brilliant. If that's what you want to do, bash on. But just understand that your weight will go up. Your weight, might go up, and your mood will probably come down as a result of that. So understand your actions. If you are, as I say, if you eat in excess over Christmas and the pound's gone, that's cool. That's not an issue because that's your body working right. Don't go into situations and eat in excess. Don't go into situations and drink in excess. And then after the Christmas period, when you go back to your work, you've stuck on X amount of pounds and you're wondering why it happens. So understand what your actions, what the outcome will be. As I say, if you're eating in excess, which a lot of people do over Christmas, and you're drinking in excess, you'll put on weight. Number 4, be at ease. Don't sweat the small stuff. Try not to stress yourself out too much. So just be at ease. Say it's a time that you'll have all your family and friends around you. It's not often you have that situation, so if you're tense, if you're stressed in that, it will pass you by and it'll probably not be as enjoyable as it should be. So that's day number 4, be at ease. Number 5, drink lots of water. So when you wake up, take a glass of water, all those kind of things. What's that? Drinking water, what that's going to do is you're less likely to be hungry. Or the times that you think you are hungry, you probably find it's just a thirst. So just drink plenty of water. That'll help you eat less. Number 6, you could fast throughout the day. Now I'm not just talking about Christmas Day here, I'm talking about meals over New Year and that. If you know you're going to have a meal at night which is higher calorie, just fast throughout the day. If you're not hungry, just have smaller meals, or don't bother eating during the day if you know you're going to eat in excess at night or a bigger meal than normal. Day number 7, raise your exercise. So with that, I'm not saying, I'm not on about going to sessions, I'm not on about doing sessions. What I'm on about is taking the kids out walking, go down the park, be on the swings with the kids, all those kind of things. Just get yourself out, get walking. I know that you probably find loads of your kids have asked for a dog, and I know that loads of you have bought them a dog. Woof woof. But just get out there, just get out with the kids, wrap up. Colder weather, you'll burn more calories, but where we can, raise the exercise levels. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day that you wouldn't normally do, 10 minutes out of 24 hours, I know Christmas is a busy time, but you'll probably find that you can do that. So whether that's in the form of walking, whether that's in the form of taking the kids to the park, try and raise your exercise. Day number 8 or number 8, control your temptations. Now, if we turn that there, you can see that across there, there's a huge bowl of sweets. It's not my house, so I can't control that, but if it was my house, that wouldn't be sitting there, because I find I eat them when I'm not even hungry. Now, if you place boxes of chocolates and all that kind of stuff around the house, your body, you'll just go and eat them. But if the sweets weren't there, you couldn't eat them. It's not an option. So you've controlled the temptation. You're not trying to use willpower. The other thing is as well, obviously people get things for work, people get things for friends, and that sometimes it's absurd the amount of chocolates and that people get for presents and that at Christmas, New Year. If you find I'm not wanting to eat this, it's a gift, give it to somebody that's homeless, pass it to the next door neighbour, take it to a charity shop. There's loads and loads of places that you can do. Don't feel that you have to eat them. If you want to eat the box, bash on, eat the box by all means, but you could potentially take that to the homeless. You could take it to a charity shop. Do a good deed that way. That can go for anything, shortbread, biscuits, all that kind of stuff. If you find that what you've got is kind of absurd, hand it in. And again, if you place chocolates in every room, just like there's chocolates in this room, you'll probably find that that box will be done by the next DVD that I watch. But hey, it's not my house. If it was, it wouldn't be there. Next one would be you can control what's on your plate. What I mean by that is, if you go round to somebody's house, if you go out for your dinner or your Christmas dinner, if you're speaking to a chef, if you're speaking to a waitress or that, you can control what's on your plate. So what you could say to them is, give me less potatoes, give me more veg, drop the potatoes completely. Whatever you want. If you want the full works, by all means, bash on, have them. If you don't want them, tell them you don't want them. Tell them exactly what you want. That's what a restaurant's paid for. That's why you go to a friend's house and that. Don't feel that you need to have what they're having. Even with the amount of courses as well, don't feel that you need, since it's Christmas, I need a 3-course meal. That's not how it works, in my book, or in my opinion. If you don't want to drink, if you don't want to eat the 3 courses, if you don't bother. You are in control of that. So you can control what's going on your plate. Again, if you can control what's on your plate, you're less likely to have the temptations if you don't ask for them in the first place. Another thing is as well is stop when you're hungry, stop when you're full. Don't feel that you need to clear your plate. That's something that's been ingrained in Brits for years, and it's not the case when you're not hungry or when you're full. You don't have to keep on eating. Day 10, you could go, if you know that you're going to have a heavy drink night on the alcohol, or if you decide to have one, have a water in between every alcohol. What that'll do is it'll half your drink. It'll raise your water. I've got a few clients doing that, or I've had a few clients doing that, and they find that very beneficial. Normally find that they've not lost half the amount of mates that they normally lose. They've not smashed their phone like they normally would. They've not abused a taxi driver like they normally would. They've not broken their high heels. They've not lost £100. So that might be, you might fancy that. So, water in between alcohol. Number 11, smile and laugh. It's Christmas. Make sure you smile and laugh. I'm a huge believer. When you're happy, when you're smiling, your body is more likely to do what you want it to do. I've seen people go and eat in excess for a week or 2 weeks, but since we're surrounded by people that then they love being with, and they had a laugh, never put on any weight, just because they were having a laugh, they enjoyed the company, their body was happy. So at the end of the day, the body done what they wanted to do, even though they were eating in excess for 2 weeks. That's a belief of mine. Not everybody holds that belief, but I believe it's not so much what you eat, it's who you are when you eat it. Last one, perspective. Now, just a quick story here on perspective. Yesterday I spoke to an old guy, so that's the 22nd of December. So I spoke to him, I went out to the car at the front gate, and he was on his wee kind of moped thing, pensioner scooter. He's in his mid-90s and he says to me, he says, well, John, that's me. He says, I'm away home now, food's in the freezer, plates are plated, I've got a DVD and I've got 60 plus puzzle book. Now, he told me on the 23rd of December, that was him till after Christmas, he won't be out the house. Lovely guy, in his mid-90s, served in the Navy. So if you do make an arse of your Christmas meal, if you do find something's late, or maybe you bought your kids a toy that doesn't work or that, just before you go bonkers, just put a bit of perspective on the situation. There's 100,000 people in Britain, or in Scotland, 100,000 people will spend Christmas on their own. So when you're going wild about the tatties being burnt, or you're going wild about the turkey, or this or that, just put it into perspective. Any area of your life you can put into perspective, I'd advise you do that. So that's the 12 days of Christmas, guys. The 3 most important steps there for me would be enjoy, smile and laugh, and the third one would be day 12, put perspective on everything you do before, because it's a very highly stressed time. Christmas to me has just went wild. The amount of things, the amount of money that we spend and all that kind of stuff, to me, it's getting worse and worse every year. However, just put perspective on everything you do before you become stressed, and before you go wild. And that's the 12 days, guys. Any help I can give, feel free to message me and I'll try help you in the next day or so. But I'm just about to go and watch a DVD. Hopefully don't eat that box of chocolates before my mum gets back. But enjoy your Christmas, guys. And no doubt, speak soon. Ta-ra, bye-bye.